There was some technical issues, so we got kind of kicked out of the recording, but we'll just pick up exactly where we left off. So here's our base of the claw. Let's fine tune it a little bit, and pull this in. Maybe you want to make it a little bit more square, so we're gonna get a nice circles as a result. There we go. And actually somewhere here we have an additional set of claws, so like a very small claws right at the tip here. So we can either create an additional subsection by splitting the whole loop here, or we probably might also need to create an additional loop going all the way around, which is not that bad. We can definitely spread this out if it gets too tight, because notice that as we are adding more edges, we are getting a much harder edges here. So I think one more edge would be okay. And again, remember that at any time we can go back, grab our edges and spread those out a little bit so they're not that close together. But you want to do it early. If you know that you're going to be doing it, do it early before you add an additional sections, so it's easy to adjust with fewer points, fewer edges, fewer faces. Maybe actually use this new edge to overlap further this way. So it gives a nice crease of the top hard shell. Let's get rid of our grid as well. So that's sort of the basic idea. Again, it would be nice to start editing these and making it into a nicer shape with all the creases in between. But again, I would consider that more of a detailing rather than an actual modeling. First, if we have all of our basic points in the right location, then it's just a matter of adding an additional loops using the edge loop tool. Okay, so let's go into this view and let's take our face here, and maybe this we will detail a little bit because we already sketched that part. So I'm just trying to get these basic sections into place. There we go. And again, we're sort of at a crossroad. How do we, out of this one face, how do we make this whole claw? So again, make sure that you try to sketch the whole thing in and try to figure out the best approach. What I'm thinking right now is I'm just going to maybe extrude this one all the way towards this tip, and then use these extra sections to extrude out the rest. So one will go this direction, then we're gonna have one face extruded this way, maybe even twice, but I'll just do one, and then we're gonna have this face extruded here. So again, this only outlines the fact that we have to make all these decisions as we are modeling, and it's better not to do those decisions on the fly. So it actually makes it much harder, and the process much less pleasant. Ooh. Oh, and what happened here is because I extruded this side, I still have my keep faces together unchecked, and therefore these two got extruded separately. So at this point what I'm gonna have to do is clean that up. Let's see if I'm deleting the right faces, and after I have cleaned up this inner face, I would have to merge all the vertices. So it's a good thing that we actually run into this problem, so we can actually take a look at additional tools. There we go. So in here we could actually utilize more edge loops to bring in and define that shape a little bit more. But again, the main thing is that we do have some basic polygons in place and the basic edges in place. Once we have that, we can always add more and more definition, maybe even here. But remember, when we do keep edges close together, when we smooth, it will make this area much more vertices. It will pinch right here. So always when you're adding an edge for one area and things are becoming too close in another area, make sure to spread those out and adjust so it looks more rounded. Something like that. Okay, let's pause here, and we'll do one more video when we're gonna add more